Hello, everyone, and welcome to Two Dads Gamecast. We appreciate you hanging out with us.
Two Dads Gamecast.
Yeah, that's right. Good job. Good job. Once again, appreciate the echo. Hey, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Having a good Tuesday.
Tuesday. It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday already. So we've got... What do we got? We got
a doozy.
We got a doozy. Yeah, it's really, this is kind of diving deep into some like childhood stuff. But it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I think it's going to be really good simply because I feel like probably a lot of people are going to resonate with this. Like, this is not, I don't think, like an unusual situation in families and how they were raised.
From how I was raised, this is, I know about some other people that were raised this way because they were in the same cult that I was raised in, which had some significant influence. So, but again, I think this is going to be very, I don't know. This is going to be from my perspective, my experience as a child, and so I'm not speaking for anyone else, but I'm speaking for myself in this podcast, and going to do my best to keep it to the facts and my perspective. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. Is this episode 7?
It is number 7.
Yeah.
Nice. So you wanna just dive right into this? Just kick us off, get us started.
Why not? You know, I was trying to think of a good example or something people could listen or just kind of grasp before diving into this story of that I'm going to get into. So if you picture someone that every day comes and grabs a stop sign, Daniel, okay? The sign, a full-size street sign, stop sign with the post, okay?
Just rips it out of the ground?
Yeah, and they come over to you every day and they knock on your door and they hit you in the head with the stop sign.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Got that? That picture in your brain?
Got you.
Number one thing you want to say is stop that, right?
Right.
Okay.
Knock it off. No, wait.
Knock it off. Yeah, wait. Okay, so imagine every day that happening, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what I don't want people to think that I'm saying is, okay, now you go back out to that corner you're driving. If you think, hey, that stop sign itself is bad, and you don't stop at stop signs, right? That's going to cause you a lot of pain. But you got hit with a stop sign, so you kind of understand why you wouldn't like stop signs, right?
Fair enough.
So I think the message, what's the other thing people say? Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. So don't jump to conclusions. Again, I might not be the most articulate, but I'll try to keep it just to me, and maybe hopefully people can relate. Because I think it's a path choice of parenting too that can really just, it might look the same for a while, but in the end it's devastating. So so I think today is what I wanted to talk about today was, and I think I'll start with a question, Daniel.
Okay.
And kind of rhetorical, right?
Okay.
I think you would agree with me. The question's coming. I think you'd agree with me that it's our job as parents to raise our children the best we can based on the beliefs we have, right? For their good, right?
Right.
Right. On the other hand, I think it's also important that we understand that it's my belief that you definitely can have a lot of influence, but you definitely can't pass on beliefs without the person, your child. We're talking about our children right now, because I'm going to put myself in my childhood spot here coming up.
Yeah.
You can't pass it on automatically just because there's not a system or a method that can automatically have your child believe exactly what you believe. Now, you can have a lot of influence negatively or positively with a certain kind of belief or something, or let's call it a conviction or something.
Sure.
So, and then for the viewers out there, if you don't know, I'm a Christian. So this comes from, there's some heavy tones of Bible and to some religion, right? So bear with me if you're not along those same, I still don't think the point is lost here. I think this is because I've experienced experience this.
Absolutely.
What I'm going to say. Okay, so I'm kind of setting the
tone.
Setting the tone a little bit here. Okay, so give me a little bit of grace as we go into this. So, something that, again, let's go back to that stop sign, beaten with a stop sign. My parents really believed that they could pass on, because they were taught this, by the way. They could train up, they were confused or misled or wanted to believe that they could instill in me a set of beliefs or convictions based on something they did, and that I would have no choice but to have it installed and instilled in me. And never did it cross their mind at some point in my life I would have to either accept or reject those beliefs as my own. That'd be my choice. Okay.
Right.
So a really good quote I heard recently is that you act out your beliefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't say them. You can tell if someone really believes something when you actually act on them.
Right.
Okay. So back up to being a little kid, and my parents were raised in the ATI homeschool cult.
Mm-hmm.
And they believed at a very young age that outward actions was more than a child. You know, they believed that a child's outward actions could be controlled and trained and disciplined into such a manner that it would also cross over into the belief realm. Get what I'm saying, Dan?
Right.
Like
so
personal convictions, like a heart issue.
So
they believe that. Yeah.
They could correct outward actions, and it would affect inward belief.
So the twist there is that later on in life, outward actions do come from your ethics, your beliefs, your right, who you are as a person, what's important to you, what is right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
However, my parents started off saying, well, hey, they mistook a child's, I'm talking young child's, actions and behaviors to, if they could keep it in a certain line and kept these behaviors to a certain if they could constrain them, or in this case use of force, discipline, harshness, they believe that they could change, that they were actually changing the heart for like permanently. It was very interesting looking at this concept, because there's a lot of consequences that come from that view. Whether you think they're harmless or not, it's very harmless, especially raising a child as they grow up and develop as a person. My parents took it very personally. And this is Aaron talking here. This is what I think. They were very angry and very upset at when my behaviors didn't. Let's just talk about childhood development here for a second. So we were raised very strict, and Daniel, you know this. Our family went around and we would like sing, and we'd do, like, for Christian schools, we would do chapels. If people don't know what that is like, I don't know, like assembly time for Christian schools. They'd like have a Bible story and whatever. Our family would come in, our entire family, and my parents would make us sing in front of these people, like the Von Trapp family, right? Not the same quality. Don't get that was so bad. I mean, it was fine. Anyways, we won't go that's for a different day. And they would have us perform in front of these Christian schools. I had such severe anxiety and fear and performance anxiety when it came to staying in front of all my peers and stage fright. Yes. Really, that was just one of the many things. Number one, that was just petrifying to me. A funny story, when I was about, I don't know, 12, 13, I played the trumpet, right, Dan?
Right.
And one day I made the really bad mistake of playing, my brother also played the trumpet, and I played two at the same time. And I could play it. I think my first song was Jingle Bells, because that's pretty monotone, like right. So I could play one horn trumpet as a melody, and the second, a third down in harmony. So it's like, if you're on the piano, it's like two, key apart, like some harmony. And I played two. My parents saw this and like, man, we're putting that in the act. And I remember. Did you ever see me do that?
I did. I think I was there the first time you did it, because I think wasn't it like a spur of the moment thing that you did? Because
Yeah.
your brother was away at some training, right?
Yeah, I think he was at this art school. Yeah.
Right. And so you were like, hey, normally I play this with my brother. He's not here, but I have his trumpet here. And you were like, or somebody may have said, oh, play them both or something like that. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, and I did.
And you just did it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and so that was stuck in the repertoire. So yeah, put that. I think it's out there somewhere, guys. It's somewhere on the interwebs. Don't search too hard. I'm sure you can see other people playing two trumpets. Mine was barely good. Yeah. Anyways, so back to the point at hand. So one thing was the stage fright. One thing was kind of a little bit in front of people. Oh my gosh, Dan, how many times number one, we had screwed up trumpets that were just older and they weren't
right.
They were, remember mine was like, looked like someone had squished it.
Yeah. It'd been like oblong instead of round. And
Yeah. So I mean, you probably couldn't see it from 50 feet away, but it was just smashed up, and it didn't quite sound that well. But the valves would stick, and you're up there playing, just like, oh, you sound like a cow that got its udder stuck in a elevator door. I don't know. It's pretty bad. So that was okay. So that's like I'm starting at the least serious issue that but as I got older and we had to go on these things and these dates would come up and like, okay, we got to perform here, we got to go do this, not just Christian schools, we went to churches and whatnot everywhere and played in front of people. The second thing that I had an issue with, Dan, and I'll let you talk to this too a little bit, was so we would go out there and people would just think we were this a big family of 8 kids, 6 kids at the time, and we're all dressed the same, literally like the Von Trapp family kind of, smiles on our face. And we'd walk in there and people would be like, wow, this family has it put together. And they just would really think that we were the
amazing.
The goal to hit, right? As a family, like, man, you guys love. And I never heard my parents humbly refute that, saying, no, we're just like anyone else. Never. Well, you know what they would say, Dan? They would say, well, praise God, praise the Lord. Well, praise the Lord. They would never, because this is what I knew. I knew that on the van trip over, my parents were screaming at each other bloody murder. I know that the whole week before, our house was stressful. And I'm not going to be unfair. I'm not going to say it was 100% of the time. But looking back as a parent now, out of control anger in our house, screaming, yelling, stress, mom screaming. I don't remember my dad screaming a lot, but I remember my mom screaming a ton. I remember being very bothered by it, Dan. And and we go into this Christian setting where we're up there and we're performing and being perfect. My next problem was as I started getting older. What was it? You know it.
Yeah, it's the hypocrisy of it all, isn't it? Like being two-faced about like knowing people see one side of you and knowing that's not the truth.
I was a total sham. So I knew I was a fake. Our family was a fake. And as I got older and as I got into my early teenage years, number one, my parents didn't think that teenage rebellion it didn't exist. They didn't believe in psychology. They didn't believe in counseling. They didn't believe in any of that. Everything was anything. They just didn't believe in that at all growing up. Doctors were evil pretty much.
Right.
I don't know. It was just, that's what my perspective of what we operated as. So they didn't believe. As I got older and, as I started to actually understand what's going on, my parents viewed my questioning this because my brain's developing to question and to doubt, and I'm becoming my own, my own person. Yeah. As a child, they mistook my behaviors, my compliance, my fear compliance because of physical pain or not eating, or certain things like that. They took that as I was bought into their belief system, right? And the belief system was that Dad was, God worked through Dad, and then everybody's under Dad, and you never left the authority, right? It's always whatever. And then this cult, this ATIA cult, you had to do whatever they said. Yep. And girls belong barefoot in the kitchen, kind of thing. Pretty much. Why waste education on the girls? I think they were a little shocked and angry because I think they thought that because I was seeing the big picture, I remember the day, Dan, that I refused to go to a school assembly. I'm like, I'm not going. And so I remember my heart beating really hard.
Sure.
I didn't know what was going to happen.
Practically a panic attack, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, here comes the pain. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Is it going to be, and the shame, my parents were very upset. And I think looking back, I was a little, I thought it'd be a big deal, but the show had to go on there, because this is anyways. So I stayed home, and I was a part of a trio with my other family members. They went without me, and they just kind of, and from that day forward, they kind of just
wrote you out.
Yes, and kind of just redid everything, and because and here's the thing, personality wise, some kids, as I look, I realize, because I see other people that went through this as well, the same cult, the same issues of this idea that you can beat, force. What's crazy though is, what the number one thing kids learn from, Dan, is what? Our example. Like, if we actually believe in it, that's what sticks. And the example I had was just chaos, anger.
You were kind of mirroring it back to them, and they didn't know what to do with it.
Exactly. Yeah. So they all just moved on and kept the show going. And after that, I was just like the black sheep of the family. And then I know a lot of people that might be, if anybody's watching later, they might think, oh, this is common black sheep talk, right? The guy that does,
right.
Oh, poor me, I'm left out. I think, Dan, you can speak to this too. I think there's two. I'm going to really dumb this down. So there's more than two, but two of the type of people in this situation that I see are, number one, are people like me, where they're like, hold on, this isn't right. And there's that ostracization, get out, rejection, you're in trouble, prodigal son, whatever. And the other side, the other one, are those people that just, when I say people, my other brothers and sisters, that just kept going with it.
Right.
Later on in life, dude, now that we've grown up and gone our own ways, and that's a story in of itself.
Yes. Yep.
The damage that was done there, by raising your kid that way, and it sounds kind of harmless when you think of just like, how big of a deal is it to raise your kids with this
under your control? Yeah.
Forcing right. Instead of, anyways, again, I'm keeping this kind of at a high altitude. There's so many different things you can dive into there.
For sure.
They're clueless people out in the real world that are victimized by people that weren't raised this way. Or they're just rotten, horrible people that victimize others. When it comes to just being a control freak. You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Can I jump in here real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been talking a long time.
No, you're good. You're good. Because you're bringing up like a lot of like really excellent points. And the thing I want to touch on that maybe I feel like in what you've explained that has been great, but I think that you've kind of brushed over a little bit, is the two, at least in my family, the two main methods of maintaining that control.
Let's back up to that. That's good. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Is number one was spanking. Right. Yeah. And this was this is not, let me clarify.
Yeah. Clarify
Spanking is not just a swat on the butt.
No, okay. We're not talking about legal spanking here.
Listen,
whatever state you're in.
Here's what it was for me. And I've had several different variations of this through the years, but, we had a 3/8 inch dowel, solid wood dowel.
That's why not.
That I was spanked with. And it was, to quote what I was told, I need to spank you until your spirit is broken. Because
verbatim, my family, by the way.
Because what they were viewing was any of that questioning, like Aaron said, is rebellion, and you have to break that rebellious spirit
against that belief. Yep.
Yeah. And so that's what they would say in the spanking is until basically I'm collapsed and not rigid, trying to protect myself against the pain Until then, they're not done.
Yes, that. Oh, dude.
Okay.
Ooh,
So that's
second statement. I mean, let's say that again.
Yeah. So
you're physically causing pain to a child, and
until they collapse and are no longer resisting against the pain, they're not done.
A sadistic acceptance against the natural reaction to pain. Extreme pain.
Yeah. Yes.
What the heck, Dan?
So
as a dad, what the heck?
Right. I don't understand how you could do that to your own child personally.
Your flesh and blood.
What
the heck?
Why? And I was not like I remember being spanked, and I know the neighbors probably heard me screaming in the house.
But those were them were the 80s, 90s, dude. Nobody gave
a rip. Nobody cared. That was just what was done.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then number two, so that's only one way that they tried to maintain control. Number two was through emotional manipulation, things like shaming you and intentionally embarrassing you in front of other people, bringing up the things you did wrong.
Yep.
In front of other people. And so you had this shame complex that you would be like, I don't want anybody to know that. Why would they tell them that? And so you wanted to do whatever you could to make sure that those stories never got out.
I was identified by my latest sin is who I was.
Yeah.
Growing up. That is who. So
and
when I say sin against whatever they set up, sin was
as
anything you say, think, or do that doesn't please God or my parents.
Yeah. And so here's the thing. Here's the thing though, is both of those methods, while they can give you control over a child, especially, it does psychological damage to the developing brain. Because the spanking alone will spike the cortisol levels in your brain in an unhealthy amount. And you were trained basically not to use your natural fight or flight instinct. And so that's part of, I mean, this is like you said, we were taking kind of a high level approach to this because we could really dig deep into what this really means psychologically later on down the line. And you were saying, being victimized, and this is how it happens, is because you've been trained to not use your natural fight or flight instinct in those situations that you feel unsafe. And so you stay when you shouldn't.
Oh yeah. And again, when I was thinking about this and when I was picking this topic today, Dan, that we could talk about, I feel like they really thought that they were making a difference. This is why it's so important as parents that we really check our motives. Mm-hmm. Is this a selfish motive?
Is it just to make my life easier?
Yes. The opposite. Parents should lay their lives down for their children. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about spoiling. I'm talking about you. We're gonna pretend we're all smart people here. Okay. We're not gonna go down and take words and run with it. I'm talking within the aspect of reason here when it comes to what I'm saying about children. The whole motivation is it just blows my mind. But they were taught that, hey, if you do these things, great and wonderful things will happen. Your kid will be better. It won't be like everyone else's. You're going to have a better outcome. Your teenagers won't rebel. Your girls won't want to run off and have boyfriends. They want to stay home and cook apparently and stay in and have stay
in that abusive
marriage.
Situation.
Yeah. I mean, all this stuff was very much a control issue, and the harm that it does is something that as a parent now that I look at. Yeah, I used to be, Dan, before I had kids, and I just started having kids, maybe infants. Kids, I remember purposely thinking I'm not going to do what my dad or my mom did, raise us the same way now.
Yeah.
But as my kids got older, I began to realize that if you're a normal loving person, not perfect, obviously, you're not going to do that.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
However, we still need to be aware of, I need to still be, because a lot of times fears are based, like what your motivations still might not be exactly the same, but they might be a result of, right?
Yeah.
So we need to just look that straight in the face and say, hey, that was not love. That's not right. Wrong motivations. You cannot, I know it sounds, just saying this phrase, you cannot instill beliefs or convictions to your children. You can influence them by example. You can show them the best way that you think is the right way. If you, as a believer, according to God's word, whatever. If you're not a believer, whatever.
The concept still applies.
But the concepts apply. You cannot force it. At some point, your child, you're setting them up for failure if you do it that way, because then what happens is the first time they're tested, they're going to set their beliefs on their own. You need, at a certain age. I mean, you just got to, your parenting changes as, this is what was new to me, because I was raised, and some people are like, this is no duh, this is stupid, right? Look at it from my point of view. Being raised in what you know, and that's all you know, and then becoming a parent, and that's all you know, as children get older, your parenting changes. Your interaction with them changes, right? At different levels, because pretty soon logic and reason eventually come in there somewhere, hopefully sometime,
right?
Or just like, but I was raised where it was always the same. It was like an infantile pain reaction, expectation, response, expectation, until I left the house.
Right.
There was no trust, no relationship, nothing, and again, very much influenced by the program they were in, because they would trot these, just like us, man. We looked like those perfect Sanford wife families that would go out on the stage, whatever, right?
Yep.
And smile, man, we looked good. But underneath, dude, it was just a flooded basement of sadness and buried anger and hurt kids and no relationships, family relationships that would last. So
that kind of all rounds into the point of what the kind of the title of our Gamecast today is I got to look, because I can't even remember what I wrote. What was it? Like, what are you telling your children? Yeah. What are you telling your children? Because it's not always your words.
No.
Okay. You're speaking to your children through your actions and your attitudes and your approach to life. And I mean, this, like you said, this seems kind of like no duh, but if you come from a background like us, where the physical correction was an attempt to manipulate you into a certain way of acting constantly, then you don't really think about the dissonance between those two things, between being able to tell them and say whatever you want and expect a certain response out of them versus showing them.
Thank God I married a wife that married my wife. I didn't marry a wife. Anyways, the person I married came from a background of a normal family. When I quotes, whatever normal is. I try to introduce to our young children, Dan, you're going to laugh at this.
Okay.
It's an inside joke, but you can explain it. Why the heck can I not just put 3 fingers up, and no matter if my kid's hurt, feeling bad, grumpy, whatever, dang it, they're going to smile.
Right.
And they're going to be happy.
Oh,
my wife looked at me when I tried to introduce that like I was an alien from some undiscovered planet. Yeah. What the heck are you saying? What are you doing? I'm like, yeah, you just hold up 3 fingers. And they're like, that means smile. 2 means be quiet, and 1 sit up straight. The one sit up straight kind of bothered her. The 2 be quiet, that wasn't a big deal. She just still thought it was stupid. But 3 smile. She was very, I'd almost say offended at, maybe disappointed that I thought that would even be an option to tell a child like,
yeah.
I'm not saying, hey, here, grumpy pants, you need to smile. I'm talking like, oh, man, you're having a rough day? Well, tough beans. I want to see a smile, dude, daughter. Because you know what? That's what we should do, is just smile all the time. Oh, my gosh. Talk about cringe. They have
Yeah.
those cringe videos. Yeah, if I compiled that, if that was being videotaped, people would rather scrape their nails across a chalkboard.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
But
No,
anyways, I
it's-
think bottom line, Dan, I guess what I was trying to say is it's just important, you know, like we lead, you know what's crazy as an adult when I look back, do you know what stuck with me the most?
What's
Like
that?
what I remember? Again, this comes back to that back full circle to the stop sign. And the reason I use the stop sign is the religious view. I think my generation, because my parents used the Bible a lot, and I kind of use the Bible as the stop sign in this example. I think a lot of people, our generation, they deconstruct their faith, or they feel like, hey, that stop sign's bad,
Mm-hmm.
because they were hit with it a lot.
Right. In proper use.
It just total mishandling, right?
Yeah.
And not the intended use for what it was for,
Yeah.
but in a use for control and cause pain and suffering, right? And so that's why I kind of use that stop sign in this whole thing. I'll bring it back and end on this. You know, my thing here isn't to throw out God's word. I still believe in the Bible is true. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't, that's up to you. But getting hit with the stop sign over and over again, it took a while to not view the stop sign itself as bad. And as I was out on my own driving the roads of life, how many intersections I went through, and I did get sideswiped here and there because I didn't follow certain things that my parents did raise me as, that they probably thought weren't as important, but just basic stuff, you know, that I learned on my own, that,
Yeah.
you know, in marriage, relationships and whatnot. Because that stop sign, I didn't want anything to do with that stop sign.
Sure.
So
And that
I
makes
think
sense.
the message, so the story that I hope that people listen to this realize just that we lead by example. I think people agree with that as
Yeah.
parents. What
Yeah.
we example to our kids, we act on our beliefs. Our kids will see it.
For sure.
But at some point it's their choice and it's up to them.
Yeah.
And we can just do nothing but love them. And as a Christian, I pray for my kids, and
Absolutely.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to beat it into them because that's not going to work.
No, there's been actually, it's interesting because I know we're coming at this from like what seems logical to us and what we've experienced in life, but there are, and I should have looked this up before we did it, but there are actually studies that people have done that show exactly how much influence parents have over their children, like of all the like hundreds
Huge.
of over the hundreds of different types of influence you can have, how much do you actually influence your child? You can influence, and that's it though. Like you
Yeah.
cannot dictate and demand and control them into a certain belief
Behavior.
or lifestyle or behavior, but you
No,
can
I saw-
influence, and that's it.
Yeah, when at some point in the child's development, when there's no longer, they're past the stage of, oh, I poked my eye, that hurt, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna end up with that. You're absolutely right.
So
I one thing though, Dan, my parents never taught me
Mhm.
was that using a controller is better than mouse and keyboard in Call of Duty.
why would they not teach you this critical bit of
They were
information?
all about controlling, and yet they didn't teach me about controllers. What
That
the
is
heck?
that is insane. That is insane. So we're gonna
Ultimate hypocrites, dude.
we're gonna flounder is what you're saying because of this lack of controller training.
I just think Call of Duty's meant for mouse and keyboard, and it's okay. It's okay.
Are we gonna find out? Are we gonna go find out?
I think later in this journey of game casting, I think you and I should pick up controllers again, and everybody can suffer with us as well.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad.
Controllers.
So
That's fine. It can't be worse than what it is now.
look, I remember the first time I picked up a controller. Like, I laugh at people who do it now, but I was that person that was like trying to like move forward, and I would just look straight up in the air.
Yeah.
And then spin in a circle, and it was just like, it was terrible because I was like, I wasn't used to the two different thumbsticks for movement and looking and all that, and it was horrific. So I'm not going to be quite that bad, but it'll be a little rough. It'll be a little rough because I played on a controller for years. I did computer gaming, then I moved to consoles, and I did a ton of controller gaming.
So the controller gaming I had was my PS2, and it was Tiger Woods Golf, so it wasn't exact.
Not even FPS. Yeah.
No, I didn't do the Halo thing. I didn't have an
Gotcha.
Xbox, so
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I've gotten back into mouse and keyboard. And now you're telling me I've got to go back to controller, and I might be too old at this point to transitioning into controllers again. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Thank you for finishing that. Okay. Controller. It's never too late. All right.
So we're going to swap over here, and there we go.
Let's play some games.
Let's go. Let's
do it.
Let's go take this fury that's been, high five. High five.
High five.
Okay. Because never mind. It doesn't matter. We're going to have to work on this, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's
so you got beat with a dowel rod. I got like a big thick one.
Well, it's like 3/8. It was small enough that there wasn't a lot of wind resistance.
What age did you realize you could disassociate during the spanking or beating, whatever you want to call it?
Actually, I was probably older than I should have been.
Right. I'm no shame here. You can spank me 30, 33.
Yeah, I think last year. No.
We don't. That's a different type of stream.
Okay.
Your wife.
My bad. No, I think I was probably like 11.
Boom, dude. Stop it. We don't take notes. 11. I remember laying over the bed, and you get spanked more if you put your hands back there, obviously, or drop your legs or something. You had to relax.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, it was like this surreal moment where I could just leave my little body.
Yep. That's healthy.
It was, it's very healthy. It helps me out today too a lot. No, but disassociate from that. And after 20 some spankings, 25 smacks
swats.
With the swats, whatever. And then I could, after that, I was like, I think I have the power again. I can do what I want and
right. Float through this.
Float through this, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Yeah. And
I think
just for future reference, or for anybody listening, I think if you're still spanking kids at 11, like you've done something wrong way before that.
Oh, hey, hold on.
Oh, I
my Call of Duty just crashed because it's a Call of Duty poopy.
Okay, let me leave this.
I'll reboot in. Yeah, let me reboot in.
All right, that's fine. I need to fix my audio because I was getting everybody's chat, which I don't need. I don't need that. All lobby game voice. Nah, we'll go party on it. I don't need that noise in my ear. I have a hard enough time hearing what's going on as is.
All right, I think I'm loading in. We'll see.
Says you're still in my party.
I am not. That is a lie.
It lied to me. Yep. No, now you're not.
Yeah, and I probably should give a little warning to people if they think, for talking about yeah, I'm gonna say it, Dan. This is for me.
It's abuse.
Okay? I'm child abuse. Okay,
it's me. Abuse. It's abuse. Yeah, absolutely.
If I did this, if I treated my kids like my parents treated me, I'd be in jail. I should be in jail. So, again, this isn't going out here just to dump.
Right.
Anyways, as a parent now, I think it's very important for us to move forward, to acknowledge and not live in fear of repeating.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
But just to deal with it, man. And I think I really encourage people out there. I know, especially dads. Okay, this is a dad thing. I would speak to dads here.
Mm-hmm.
It really takes a real man to finally acknowledge, like, hey, yeah, I got beat as a kid. My dad, whatever, this and that with your dad issues. If you have all that, if you feel like it's affecting your family, it takes a real man to get.
Absolutely.
That help means like go get some counseling, man.
Yeah.
Talk to somebody about it, and that person probably isn't your spouse. Okay.
I'm going to say definitely shouldn't be your spouse.
Yes, and if your spouse loves you, they'll try to help you and fix you or patient or whatever. But hopefully, if you're afraid that you're repeating something bad, that because of the way you're raised, and it seems so cliche. Oh, daddy issues or mommy.
Right.
If you love your kids, man up and go get some help.
Yeah. Well, and that's something that's hard. I feel like, I've seen tons of like reels and TikToks and stuff about this, about like men not being emotionally supported a lot.
Yep.
And I'm fortunate enough that my wife is incredibly emotionally supportive.
Yeah. Ditto. Yep.
And I'm super thankful for that.
Yeah.
But it is a reality for a lot of men, and we are kind of taught, and I was raised to, like, you hold that in, you don't like let out how you really feel about things.
Bottle it up. Watch comedians. They're like some of the best truth tellers out there, man.
100%. But like, all that does is damage you and damage anyone you're connected with, really.
Yeah, and it's cheating you out of wonderful experience with your kids that you could, that
Absolutely.
maybe you don't even.
Yeah.
And maybe you didn't have a dad at all. That too. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
I just, again, it's from my
experiences.
perspective, my experience, whatnot. I'm not speaking for my siblings here or anybody. This is for me, Aaron. Yeah. I tell you one thing I don't regret ever is talking and getting assistance from a professional about this stuff, and
for sure.
And thinking that somehow I can figure it out on my own.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's a big deal. We're
gonna take some of that bottled up aggression and
that's right.
annihilate some pixels on a screen. I guess
we're gonna try, right? This is a positive outlet. That's the other thing, guys. Outlets, man.
Heck yes. And friends that you can talk to about it.
And if you don't have any friends, holy smokes,
find some, or come on here twice a week and leave something in the comments. Chat with us a bit here.
Yeah. Anybody else out there?
Don't let us be the only ones suffering. All right, where are we going?
Let's head this way.
I like it.
Because it brought up feelings of not being wanted as a child, so I just want to be wanted somewhere.
Got to somehow, some way, find a way to be wanted. Yeah.
And again, disclaimer: I'm not a professional psychologist or therapist, or I'm not that you didn't know that from listening. Right? just sharing some of my
experiences.
Thoughts there. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's good to have an outlet, like.
Yeah.
And that's what this is all about.
Yep.
All right.
Dude, I remember messing up so bad one time. Oh my gosh. It was so bad that if I think about it, it literally makes my body in front of everybody. Did I? You grabbed it, thank you. I'm gonna turn up the game now.
Alright, good idea. I need all the help I can get here. Ooh. Piece of candy.
Piece of candy.
Right, your squad's in the safe zone.
This place normally has like a decent amount of stuff, but I feel like it's pretty barren.
Let's just take this heavy chopper and go somewhere.
Got to get the fuel for it first.
Oh. Is it empty?
Yeah. You can't fly it unless you pick up the heavy chopper fuel, which almost always is on the train. Ooh, shots fired.
Where at?
I don't know. I just heard him whizzing overhead. So
I'm gonna turn up my audio here.
If you find containers, if you can let me open them, it takes my level down faster.
All right. Throw that munition.
You need munitions? Here we go. Here's munitions.
Yeah. Thanks.
Snag one of them. I got plates too if you need plates.
I got 3 extra.
Okay. Well,
do bags count for you?
Let's find out. Yes, they do. You should put one of those plates in that you have.
Somebody here? I don't know why I shot. It might have been you. There's another box in above or something.
Oops, I did not mean to throw that out. Wrong thing.
Above. Here's a box up here.
Coming. Yes. Pull
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
I got a pulley up here. No sight though.
Let's see if anything's over here. Come on, let me in though. Let me in. Thank you.
Get inside.
Well,
I've never seen so many suppression mines in my life.
oh, we're gonna down final 30. Let's start making our way that way.
Yep.
Gotta wait
Alright,
for
I'll play it
this.
in.
Finally, I told you to do it earlier.
I know. I wasn't listening.
Need a
I don't get-
spanking.
I like how you say spanking, dude. They weren't spankings.
It's the terminology I learned because that's what I was told. But you're right, it
Oh, it's
wasn't.
because that's what they wanted you to.
Contract on you
Dude,
is
I remember
blue.
not being able to wear.
Squad mates are
We had to
redeployed.
be careful what clothing we wore so that people wouldn't see bruises. Ooh.
Want that? I can't carry it. I'm full. I've had too much to eat.
Loadout drop
Oh, might as well
headed
get this
your way.
free one. It's right here.
Oh, I got shot left.
No, I already fluttered off. I'm coming back.
It's fine.
It
He's
was-
broke. He's on me. It's okay.
Gas
Just got
is
shot in the
inbound,
eardrum. I couldn't
marking
even
a
hear
new
him.
safe zone. Your squad mate has entered the
Thanks
gulag.
for the
They'll
memories.
need to survive to redeploy.
Thanks for the memories. This guy's name is O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Nice. All right, let's see where this dude. He's gonna push or not. I'm gonna head on over to the buy station. Just in case. I have complete faith you can win.
Ah, I died.
My faith was misplaced.
I'm sorry.
Your squad
I
mate
got
was
another
sent to the
chance, though.
gulag.
Okay.
They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
I don't know why.
Gas is inbound.
Another chance.
Some of your squad's outside the safe zone.
I'm back.
Squad mate
Careful,
has been
there's
cleared
one
for
person on the
redeployment.
buy.
I'm back. All right, where do you want me to go? Me to go to loadout, or where do you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead and grab Lodi. I got one killed.
Oh, I'm gonna come to you first. I'm Lodi. You keep alive, sir. Oh, never mind. What the heck? If you can get to me in time.
Just die out, I'll buy you.
There goes our load. I'll try again. I'm not gonna.
You're all that's
I-
left. Get it
I
done.
glitched falling damage. I had my parachute out and then I didn't. Okay. I'll try this again.
I'm being a little rat in here up in the corner.
Good, I'm coming. Alright, where are they?
He's gone. He left, dude. I killed his teammate and he boogied out of there.
Alright. Oh, there he is. He spawned back.
Oh, he went up there.
He just got. Yeah, I just saw him get redeployed. So. All right, I have my loadout. I
Okay.
don't know what you want to.
I have plates and ammo here.
All right, they're up top again. They'll
I
probably
see
come-
him. I see him. I kind of want them to push down because they were not good. I took them all, both on and
Yeah, it's probably the guy that shot me in the ear. Oh yeah, there they are. They're sniping.
just trying to. Got to pull the trigger to snipe.
They got to move. So. Where are they? They're up there.
Destroy the target.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
So I'm gonna push up here left a little bit.
He's pushing. He's pushing right again. I don't see him. Where'd they go?
He's right here behind
Oh,
this
I'm gonna
rock.
Ah! I'm getting looked at.
Look right here.
I got looked directly behind too, but down below. He's on that rock. There's a guy down lower too. I'll watch down below. Oh, I see him.
I
He's
downed
behind
him.
there. Good. There's another guy back here. He's hurt real bad. Watch out, the guy on my mark.
There's
He's hurt
another
real
guy
bad.
up high though.
Woo!
I gotta
Precision.
reload.
Reloading. Reloading.
I don't see your mark, so sorry. I was
No, I removed him. He's on the end of that
You're
fence up
losing
there.
ground. Move it.
I'm looking. I don't see him there anymore. There he is.
Head to the safe zone.
Destroyed the target.
You see him?
Yep. Trying to cut him off.
Do you have any munitions on you or no?
Enemies dropping into
No.
the AO.
Roads.
He jumped off. He's on the bridge.
Moving.
He's moving this way.
They're both up there. I need
He
you.
fell below.
I need you to push up.
He went below. He went. I'm pushing up. He went below.
Okay, watch the
He's
truck.
got. Yep. Two of them. Now I'm
Disabled
getting
the
looked at
vehicle.
again from behind. I'm getting looked at.
Reloading.
Oh, here he is. Right there, right here, laying down. Can you shoot behind? Right here.
I'm trying.
Thank you. I'm dead, but just leave him.
It's all down to you now.
Sorry. Get my
Step
money.
up.
Yeah, we're good. I'm really stinking it up a little bit. This is a grind. So sorry about that, Dan. I got a lot of damage.
Nah, you're good, bro.
Thank you.
I snagged a UAV.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, I got
Oh,
two
there's
of
a guy
them
right on
on
you.
me. Two of them.
I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm going. You got gulag. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Yep. It's that same team. They came back, dude. They came. Oh, I had a. I have a redeploy, so
All right, I'm coming over here.
I'm coming to you. I don't know why I always pick those up, but I do.
Where is that? Whatever.
Which?
I can't. On the roof, maybe. See a plate? Oh, it's up there. There's a mosquito up in there.
We got somebody close.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
See him?
No. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see him. What's a Sidewinder 450 Huntsman? Is that a?
That's a battle rifle. It's garbage, in my opinion. It shoots slow. It does hit hard, but it shoots very slow. Somebody's
All right,
right
I
above
got-
me, on me.
All right, I'm with you.
He just came right here and died, so I don't know how that happened. Somebody might have sniped him
Watch
from
out.
up high.
Enemy tactical equipment marked.
Is there anything good? Yeah. Better than what I have. Coming over to you.
Somebody's in here shooting me. What the heck, bro?
Smoke grenade. Throwing a stun grenade.
He was up high inside.
Oh, behind me.
Gas
Above,
is closing in.
above,
What?
above. They're above.
Advised, your squad
Oh,
is
yeah, he's on the
down.
roof.
It's up to you now.
I'm dying so many times. I died. I've died his total amount of kills we have 4. They're right above us. That's how that guy died. Weird. Weird. They just jumped off. Nice. Burn them.
Long jump there. Hoo-wee.
Dude. There's gonna be so many people. There he is, looking at you. Do you see him? He popped right up there on your right. 2 of them. I'm impressed. Dan with 4 kills. And still has an assist to my 1 kill.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
There's a guy right on your right. Good lord. It's alright.
You got a loadout drop inbound.
I'm scared. I am legit scared. You notice
Dude.
how little I'm talking?
Yeah.
I'm just like,
quiet.
I'm like so focused right now.
If you pull this off without just snakes there.
You got gas moving in.
There they are. Damage is bot, but you can do it too. That's 2 teams. 2 whole teams plus a third on your left. Well, if you had a controller.
Valiant effort.
That's not your fault. That's not your fault.
Bro.
One more. You want to run one more? We good?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
What
It's 9
in
o'clock.
the
We'll
heck?
push a little more. That was not a good game. All right, one more. One more, guys.
I got my heart pumping.
Yeah.
Ugh, got an armory unlock.
That was tense.
Dude.
You need. How's your back feeling?
Oh, pretty dead.
Yeah. Pretty hurting after carrying me around all around.
No, I mean, dude, I'm on a dirt cushion here. I'm dead. My character died 6 feet under. Yeah. Holy smokes, dude. I was definitely scrambling to stay alive.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
If I'd had more throwables, I could have dealt with that team inside. Bless you.
I muted right before
I know.
the explosion. All right, I'm gonna be locked in this time. Here we go.
Locked in.
Lean forward. Locked
Focus. Laser beam. Let's go.
in. Let's go. We can do this. We were gonna try to play PUBG today, but you know the one time we
Dude.
try to play PUBG,
Dude.
what happens? They
They had to
update
fix the
packet,
servers. They had to
and
fix
then-
the servers because we were coming.
They knew that like, hey, these guys are gonna come in and really just break everything.
Yeah,
No,
they're
it was
going to
crazy.
destroy the servers. So we need to, we should update and fix this stuff.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, well, next time, right? Like we'll get some
Yeah.
next time. And listen, here's the thing, guys. Like I know a lot of people that play battle royales and stuff started on PUBG. It was like from my knowledge, one of the early battle royales
Yeah.
that were out there, right? And
Yeah.
I never played it.
Nope.
I-
I barely ever
I
played it.
never
Maybe-
played it because I played Call of Duty multiplayer all the time
Oh.
when PUBG
Yeah.
was coming out, and I knew a couple of guys that played it, and I was like, they played it on PC because it wasn't on console.
Use this
Didn't
time
used to be on
target
console,
practice.
right?
Now it's on
Real
mobile.
things coming soon.
Now it's everywhere. So I am
Oh.
I'm not particularly fantastic at it, which is
Enemies are
almost
dropping into the area.
comical.
Watch the skies.
Well, I'll tell you what, there isn't. Controller aim assist.
That guy needs a little more controller aim assist because he got deleted.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I think he's bitter about it. He
Time's
came
over.
back for
Stand by
more.
for deployment to the war zone.
You got angry.
Yeah, I think he was angry.
All right, you pick.
Get that bird spinning. Finish
That's never a good idea, dude.
Well, let's not do a wanted because I think we pulled 3-4 teams in the area.
Yeah, we did for sure.
Grab your chutes. We're going to the war zone. You are clear.
Let's try this area down here. We kind of go there with other groups we play with. We can loot that up. There's usually some pretty
Okay.
good stuff, and we got, if we want, there's a scavenger there and a most bounty, so we could
Okay.
possibly pick one of those, or maybe that pulls other people
Mark a
to
drop
us.
point for your squad and lead them in.
But I'm gonna land on that building and then move over to the fire station that's right next door.
You've got gas closing in
Okay.
fast. Unass yourself to the safe zone.
Woo-hoo. So tell
Is it
me,
hot?
no, I'm just flying through the air. I want to know how many backup parachutes they put into these packs, dude.
It's a new type of parachute. It's a
It
I'll go
oughta-
to the fireplace, I guess.
It automatically refolds up.
It's a streamer / deployed version.
Interesting. I've got a munition. Ooh. Full built Ram 7.
Ooh.
They're supposed to be
Got gas
nasty.
moving in.
Not seeing anybody on your portable. That's good.
Your squad made it to the safe zone.
Did you not find a plate yet?
I did not. I did now. Put it in, that is. Well, this is kind of interesting.
Somebody grab that contract over there.
Really that close, huh?
Yep.
Breaking glass. I'm gonna come towards you then. Still figuring out these guns. Are they over there?
I'm not seeing them, but that contract's definitely gone. I got a plate box and 2 armor boxes. There's an extra armor box here if you want to carry one.
I already have one.
Okay.
I'll take the munitions, so. Ooh, what? What was that?
Let's find out. It's got to be uphill. It's got to be top of the hill, probably.
The mounted? Maybe the wanted?
Well, we've got enough to buy a loading. All right, this has been hit because this door's open.
Yeah, they're the one. They probably went up that hill. That's where they went.
You want to push them? Can we be aggressive, or you just want to go over here? And...
Oh, whatever you want to do. It's all right.
No, I'm asking you.
I just want to. I want to see my enemy before I get shot by them. You know, that's my
Yeah,
goal
yeah,
this
yeah.
time.
Do you need a good
This
gun?
is-
Here's
this-
a Holger 5.56 that's gold.
I need that.
An enemy squad's hunting
That's
you.
a
Stay
shotgun?
sharp.
No. The
There it
Holger.
is.
I was gonna say. no.
Beautiful. Thank you. Oh, you hear that?
Should we go back and grab that? Get an idea on where somebody is?
What was that shooting?
Probably up
Got one out
ahead.
drop inbound.
So I'm being hunted.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go grab this. See if we can counter hunt.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Gas is
Sometimes
moving
you'll
in.
get
New
the
safe
hunt
zone
contract
located.
for the team who's hunting you. There's somebody on the train. Let's hold up because we'll show up on their radar if we just push that right now. So we got people over here in the port area. Right, now we should be good. By the time we get there, it'll have cleared. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really do believe that the vehicles in this game are way too OP. Look
Yeah, they need to take less.
at that, it's close.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them. You're losing ground. Move it.
That's in that.
No, they're pushing away. They're pushing away from us.
All right, your squad's in the safe zone.
And quick, dude. They're not wasting time.
And what? Over to our left now.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay uphill of them.
Uh-oh. They're
Primary objective
pouched.
complete. All
They're
targets
pouched?
eliminated.
Pouched.
Pouched. Just how I like my eggs.
Pouched. There's a buy up here. Do you want to get our loadout now? or-
I do. Yeah, I really, really do. Just pinging this for future reference. That's where shots are right meow.
Meow.
How much is it for a duos? Is it 10? Surprised nobody came up here.
I got a redeploy and a self-revive right off the bat.
Heck yeah, dude, it's 10. I'm gonna try and mask the smoke here a little bit. I'm gonna buy a selfie and a
They're gonna come
UAV.
from that way.
Lost track
Bounty
of you.
averted.
Good work down there.
Yeah, they're probably down this way though.
Alright, I got my loading. You can get it inside, just look up.
Wake me up inside.
Come on.
Breaking glass.
I can't jump anymore.
I feel like they're over here to our west for sure, but maybe not. That's where our bounty got poached, right? Or
Mhm.
pouched. Yeah, there they are, shooting from the bridge or something. They're gonna get pushed a little bit. Oh, there they are.
Marking enemy.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new
After
safe
that,
zone.
move it.
I
You
see
see 'em, though?
him. Yeah. They gotta push up to us.
Alright. Oh, they're gonna over here now.
There's a dude climbing a ladder.
Stun grenade out.
Or is that you?
I'm above.
Sounds.
I didn't throw
Yeah.
anything.
That was me throwing.
Okay.
Hit him. Hit him again. Well, he takes out smoke in the order. Hit him again.
Me too. Hit him a bunch more.
They're in that.
I got a
red
car
building there.
right behind us. We're driving up.
I hit it with the thingy. Oh, okay. Down here too. He's on me.
Gas is moving.
No, I didn't play it up. I should have played it up. I could have had him. Why didn't I play it up? What's wrong with me? What's
You're
wrong
alright.
with me tonight? All right, let's see. Let's win this and get back in it.
I hit the loadout. I'm watching for you.
I just got back. I'm coming. You won quick, dude, because I went straight in.
They're coming down the hill.
Okay, all right.
I'm shooting at them to keep them occupied. There we go. Hit him finally.
Got my loadie.
I'm out of ammo, so I can't shoot.
Come
more.
this way. Come this way. We'll hit this ammo over here before it gets covered.
Yeah, I'm coming. Needs a wall cover though. Because they're shooting at you, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Is it in there?
Yeah. It's inside. It's in here right by the corner of the stairs.
Let's go. They're gonna come in and poop on me again.
I don't. Oh, there's one right here. Found him.
Where's his buddy?
Back here.
Why are you picking me?
We got to watch our right, and we're going to have to rotate too.
I have no plates.
Here.
They're looking at me. There's people looking at us the other way too. That window, watch out.
All right, let's, well, here. Just come out this way then. Somebody right here.
I'm pushing.
Getting looked at and lit up from behind. I'm dead.
Okay. Okay. That was the worst.
That was rough. Oh, he was right behind me. I didn't even know it, dude. That's terrible. The footsteps are so broken in this game, dude.
I know.
They're so
Gulag.
broken. All right, good luck.
0 kills, 281 damage.
you
That's how
up.
bad this game
Let's
is.
put you up on the big screen.
Don't put me up on the big screen, man.
Too late.
Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone.
No, he got this thing. Ah,
Oh,
I suck tonight. Oh, that's all right.
GG's, dude. GG's.
GG's. Well, hey, good game cast today.
They hit us hard that time.
Absolutely.
Let's regroup
Other than the
and get back
gameplay.
up there, yep.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah. 15 minutes over.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank
Well,
you for hanging out. This was good. Good chat, though.
Yeah.
Good topic. I think
Yeah,
it's an
yeah.
important thing to cover and just to, like, not allow, like, how we were raised, if it was bad, to dictate how we act in the future, right? Like,
Yeah.
take
It's good
control.
to name it too, so
yeah.
you know what you're doing different too. Just not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, take control of your life
Yep.
and how you choose to live it,
That's right,
and
'cause-
be better.
Yeah.
So we got to do our dad advice, right? We're gonna do.
Yeah.
All right.
I got some dad advice.
All right,
Yeah,
what you
you go
got?
first.
Oh,
You
okay.
know. What is yours? I'll give you some dad advice. So when you check your oil, cars are color coded. So if it's red, that's probably your transmission fluid, and if it's yellow, that's probably your oil level. So just in case you're checking your fluids, that's an easy way which dipstick to pull.
That's true. That's a good point. That's excellent. Excellent
Yeah.
advice. Yeah. So I'm gonna say that if you don't keep it in your house, you should always have a can of WD-40. Because
Yep. Guess what? I'm out of. Man, I'm
WD-40.
not. Yes.
You're not even a dad right now.
I'm a failure.
If you don't have WD-40 to make things that are stuck loose and duct tape to make things that are loose stuck, then you're not a dad. If you don't have those two things, that's what you need.
Well, I'll report tomorrow, maybe, or next game cast.
All right.
Dan is when.
Thursday, right? Thursday?
Same 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yep, 8 p.m. Central. We will be here. We hope to see you guys here and hope you have a lovely evening and a good Wednesday before we see you on Thursday.
That's right. All right. Catch you later, Dan.
Everybody have a good one.
Hey, peace.